Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Anders Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started, and we are underway from Ford Field. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. 76. 76.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Those defense for the Packers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That one goes for 8 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here's 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Taking it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 1st down, Goff. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The Lions at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Read option. This is Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Fight, kick, smash, red.
Love, they go play action now. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Ready.
Clean it out left to Dobbs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's go now.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 55 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They go bootleg. Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's a nice...
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On first down, it's gone. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gibbs straight ahead. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Here we go.
Goff on first down. This to Laporta, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
The Packers' 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Goff. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on third, Goff. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. Love now. Complete on the deep ball. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Fielded just inside the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
The 27-yard line.
Tiger! What's up?
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On the give, here's Gibbs. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Orange. Super one.
To throw is Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. A 3rd down gain of 19.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hooker's going to throw it. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. This is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. Tonight.
After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Ready?
A 2nd down throw for Love. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Love. This pass caught. It's Dobbs with it. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Love now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Play action. It's gone. And this is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Taken in at the 22. Shedding through the defense. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Blue striker. Green jack. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Flush to his right. And that one too high and incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they want to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical, picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Now 3rd and 15.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Whoa. Listen.
Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they took their shot at but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ready.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. I mean, there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ultra. Check 2. Ready.
They go bootleg. Run. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Shell. Super. 60 minutes.
Goff now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Ready.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Let's go now. Set.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, CD, for the